Welcome to Blended Healing. Sometimes we just need to be quiet. Sometimes we just need to uh, respond with silence instead of reacting explosively. Sometimes you just need to pull back. In the essence of pulling back, you save yourself a lot of stress and strife, meaning that it puts you in a state of observation. But what you're neglecting to really understand is it puts you in a place of discernment. Sometimes we need to be still and not be in action all the time. Ashe, Ashe. Let's get into it. Sometimes silence is golden.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Furthermore, I give credit to the original
Silence is golden. Silence is golden. You learn so much just being quiet, observing, listening to what people say, how they move, how they act, what they say, and you just listen. Sometimes you just need to be still, you know? Just be still. And things will reveal itself, especially when you're tapping into the divine source energy that's around you. Navigating this life that we're in, it's about knowing when to step back and when to step forward. And in some cases, we just need to be completely still. And by being still, I mean silent. There are certain situations where the wisest course of action is to simply hold your tongue and let silence speak volumes. We've all been in a situation where tensions are rising and the voices start escalating and the air is humming with emotion. And it's in these times that our spirit tells us to shut up, zip it. Our ability to process information and make balanced decisions when we are like that, when we're all heated up, our brain, you know, goes into a fight or flight mode. And we're more likely to say things that we don't mean, or we make decisions that we'll later regret. And it is an instinct that is built in, and it doesn't serve us well in some of these things that are going on in this 3D world. I want to remind you that you are now in day three of the full moon energy and the lunar eclipse. Tomorrow, it will hit its peak. And if you're realizing all of the situations and all of the chaos is at an all-time high, I would say that you're right. And those are just some of the scenarios that are going on. There is power in silence when it comes to these types of things. And by choosing to remain silent, you can provide yourself the space to just watch. Watch your emotions without getting all caught up. Start being present with what's happening without responding impulsively. It's like a reactionary thing. So when you find yourself in a real heated situation, take a deep breath and choose silence over the words. It's not about suppressing how you feel, but it's about creating a pause to respond and not to react, but to respond mindfully and thoughtfully. If you aren't well informed about what's going on, it's best to stay silent. We have been subjected in this time of instant opinions and fast facts. And it's easy to feel pressured that you have to say, and you have to say something. You have to say something. But be honest, that's not always the best approach. And I know, because I'm included in this as well, that it's a hard lesson to learn. To jump to conclusions or jump into conversations with not even knowing the full facts. And then when you in there in the midst of that, then you realize that you're talking and speaking without understanding all of the different things that are going on. And what's ending up happening? You're muddying the waters more. And that can be confusing, not only to yourself, but the other people are saying, like, why you in this conversation when it ain't got shit to do with you? Back the hell up. And remember that it's not everything. It's not everything in your world, and it's okay not to know. Stay out of it. Sometimes the wisest thing that you can do is just listen and learn. This may be a little hard. You have to learn how to abstain from lying, having decisive speech, being hard with your words, and this that damn chatter. You have to understand that words have power, and the power to create and destroy, to heal, and also to harm. And if you find yourself in a situation where your words may cause pain or harm to another person, whether it was intentional or unintentional, it's wise to just shut the hell up. You got to take a pause. Remember that we all carry an invisible load of struggles and challenges that other people don't know about. And sometimes when words are spoken in anger or out of frustration, it can leave a wound that lasts far longer than any physical scar. And while it may feel satisfying in the moment, the aftermath is going to be filled with regret. Mind your mouth. And the kindest thing that you can do for both yourself and to others is to shut up. And don't allow those words of cursing to come out of your mouth, because you don't even know if that's going to turn around and come hit you back and bite you in the ass. You feel me? We're so focused on being heard that we forget to listen. I don't know. Let me say this a little closer to the mic. Active listening is a skill set, one that requires patience and practice. Did you get that? It's actually a thing. When you encourage yourself to be fully present in each moment, and when you're engaged in a conversation, being present means really, really listening to what the other person is saying and not just waiting for your turn to speak. Poof. Bombs just went off. In different types of situations, the best thing that you can do is to remain silent and simply just listen. Whether it's a friend sharing their woes and their troubles and what's going on in their life, or if somebody at work is trying to tell you something about something new that they're excited about, or if someone that you love is expressing their feelings, your silent attention can speak volumes. It's called active listening. It's a thing, you know. And it's not always about having the right words or the perfect response. Sometimes it's just about offering a safe space for others to express themselves without interruption or judgment. Beloveds, I'm here to tell you that this kind of silence allows for a better understanding, some empathy, and a better connection. It's all about being fully present in the moment And sometimes that means choosing to remain silent. This allows you to fully engage with the things that are going on around you and your thoughts without the distraction of unnecessary conversation. Do you hear what I'm saying? In your journey, you can find that silence can be a powerful tool for personal growth. Silence gives you the space to observe your thoughts without judgment or interruption. This self awareness can lead to profound insights about yourself and about your life. It allows you to understand that your emotions better. It allows you to understand you how to manage stress more effectively. And it cultivates a deep sense of inner peace. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Intentionally practice periods of silence. And you might be surprised at what you discover in the quiet. You might be able to help yourself navigate life's challenges for your own personal experience. I implore you to spend some time with your mind. In certain situations, silence itself is the most powerful response that you can give. When you have access to certain wisdom, you'll find out that the power of stillness and silence is not just about refraining from talking, but it's about embracing the quiet as as a form of profound wisdom. This is where you learn. Think about it. Have you ever asked a question to which there was no easy answer? Or have you found yourself in a situation where words felt inadequate? And in some cases, choosing silence over forced words can communicate more than any speech. It acknowledges that sometimes complex situations is a most important time for you to find how profound it is to just be silent. So remember, sometimes silent isn't an absence of a response, it is the response. If you propose to speak, always ask yourself, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Will it make a difference if you open your mouth? There are going to be situations in your life where words, no matter how well they are spoken or how well intentioned they are, simply just won't change the outcome. It could be a stubborn person that you're dealing with, a friend refusing to see reason, a bitter an argument that is spiraling out of control, or a situation where the decision is already made and it's final. And in cases like this, speaking up might only serve to add gasoline to the fire or cause unnecessary distress. It's a harsh truth, but an important one for you to recognize. Acceptance of these things does not mean that you're passive or that you just resign from the whole thing. No, it's about recognizing reality as it is. It's about understanding that not everything is within our control, and that's okay. When you need to speak up, pause, wait, stay silent when you need to speak up. Yeah, yeah, I know. It sounds crazy because it sounds counterproductive. But here's the thing. Sometimes we have to learn the importance of intentional action or intentional speech. That means that before you speak, you need to take a moment to pause and reflect on your words and what that impact is going to be. Because you already know. And if you're in a situation where you feel the urge to react immediately, maybe that's because you're upset or you feel attacked. But it's often more wiser to stay silent for a moment, to collect yourself. And this pause will give you the chance to collect your thoughts, calm your emotions, and to decide on the most adequate response. Pause. Shut up. Shut up. This doesn't mean that you should stay silent indefinitely. All I am suggesting is about giving yourself the space to respond instead of reacting. So, in choosing silence initially, can lead you to a more meaningful and effective conversation in the end. And it's not about avoiding difficult conversations, but approaching them with clarity. And it could be a way to even just subtly shift your perspective, and that can improve your interactions and your relationships going forward. Pause. Silence isn't always a sign of weakness or avoidance. In many different situations that we find ourselves, it could be a powerful tool of self reflection and effective communication. By understanding when to choose silence over words, you can navigate your relationships and interactions more skillfully, which will give you deeper connections, but ultimately give you inner peace. Ashe? And in that, harnessing this type of power of living in the presence will help you navigate through these small bumps in the roads with grace, with wisdom, and with resilience. Every moment holds potential for growth and learning. And it's all about how you choose to engage with it. Don't react, respond. But do yourself a favor and make sure that you are responding the correct way. Allow your emotions to be tapped down. It may take a few hours. It may take a day. Damn, it might even take a damn week. But sometimes you just need to back up. Just back up and breathe. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing. I hope I was able to shed some light on that. I really want you to get that. Sometimes silence is golden. And it's not just about the other person. It's so much more about you. It's so much more about you. Just watch and listen. That's all. Just watch and listen. And then after you get all the facts, then respond. You feel me? All right. Y'all be well, stay safe, and I'm going to take you out with a song I heard today. It's called Back to Reality. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you until we see each other again.
Hey, yo, this right here, man. I couldn't tell at first when we fell in love, but I should have left alone like well enough of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. See, that's the irony, like the smell of blood. Yeah, the rise and fall. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because
the set, they need me like where he go. The bet, he still off the easy though. The kid spit, breezy but easy. No, I make it hard to read me. Graffiti flow, east to west. The world wanna see me blow. Syndicated like your favorite TV show. I give respect and get a check from CD Soul. The president, record exec from CEO. Rock still killing them, block still filling them, not still pilling them, hot still reeling them, realest them. Drop, sell millions, ever still here we come. Rock chillin', chop billin', spot still filling them. Poppy in Puerto Rico, UK's King Harold, the Bronx, some Carlito, the block, them Rock Ghetto, Jamaica, Jock, and Rio, know my MO. Japan, Swatashi, Wala, Kemo.
I couldn't tell at first when we fell in love, but I should have left alone like well enough of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. See, that's the irony, like the smell of blood. At first it has a hit you, then it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because
Caught a case, now I'm home, staring off into space. Flashbacks to all the jury's cars crossing my face. Rappers I met, hoes on video cassette. No management, no more good life and no respect. Hearing crowds roar, crystal pouring mixed drinks. Haunted by the thoughts of second album, Southmore Jinx. Where did I fail? Death threats, woke up in cold sweats. Thinking about all these murderers that know where I rest. From hanging with crazy cliques that's known to take shit. Bracelets and all they beef, now I'm involved. Was paperless, my cars were auctioned off. Now I catch rides with kidnapped niggas who snatch figures up to get back figures. Pablo Escobar's bloody reign came to an end. Far from my life, a kid who made his fame from a pen. Hit the studio and changed the game again. Wrote down all the pain within, top of the charts. Triple platinum, got the fake love back. Money stacks, more plaques. Had to see who I was just to know where I was at. Saw both sides of the game, all the ups and downs. This goes out to the future rap kings coming up now.
This was the rise and fall of my best lifestyle.
Mega popular, center of attraction.
Wala, Kemo. I couldn't tell at first when we fell in love, but I should have left alone like well enough of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. See, that's the irony, like the smell of blood. At first it has a hit you, then it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because at first it has a hit you, then it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because before cellular phones were educated and captured at you in photographs that never faded. A DJ got a request to play the favorite record on the radio of his ex, but never played it. And though the lady was vexed and devastated, she took a yoga lesson and stretched and meditated. And then created a curse that's dedicated to to the most hating bitch ass nigga she ever dated. Tore through an entire library, one book at a time. Looking for rhymes, inspiration, some open a line. A marketing plan like having a in a smile. Her heart in her hand, though passion had broken it down. She placed brick by brick like a China wall. Queuing up the theater lights before the monologue. Cancel the reservation at the Conservatory. We got to start fucking with the condom on. I couldn't tell at first when we fell in love, but I should've left alone like well enough of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. See, that's the irony, like the smell of blood. At first it hasn't hit you, then it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because